Hello, welcome to Mart's garage. Because I've got the sedan and the Roadster here, I've rolled these forward and I've just nosed the truck into the garage there. I'm concerned about this noise. There's a whirring noise. I mean, I'm not concerned because I think it's like a self-destructive noise, but it just doesn't sound good. Normally these engines run pretty quiet. So what I think I'm going to do is dismantle the front end of the engine down there, take the distributor off, take the timing cover off, take the cam gear off, and fit a different cam gear, bolt it all up, cross my fingers and see if it's any better. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll just start it up so you can hear the noise if you haven't heard it before. You can hear the noise. The motor's cold at the moment, it's running on choke. Yeah, it's quite loud, isn't it? Yeah, okay. I'll get working on it then and I'll bring it back when there's more to show. Right, crank pulley. I think I'll put it in top gear with the handbrake on and just, try pulling it. Now, gotta think about this. I do have a timing mark. So what I'll do now, now I've kind of loosened it, I'll tighten it just enough to turn the motor and bring the timing mark round. There it is actually, there. So that's on the top dead centre now, so hopefully this should yeah, okay. It's just moved a tiny bit, but it's close enough to top dead. Okay, so that's now loose. It isn't exactly on the timing mark, but it's very close. Hang on a minute then, so I'm just going to pull this away, I think, aren't I? Am I going to pull this just away a bit? Maybe I can leave the fan belt on. Okay. Yeah, that might be okay. Let's try that. For anybody wondering, I have run it without the fan belt on and it still made the noise. Of course, just because it's on top dead centre, it doesn't mean it's number one, does it? You know, number one firing. Still, we'll soon see. I just had a thought. I just looked at the two bolts that were holding the distributor on, and none of them are kind of shiny at the end, so it wasn't that those bolts were too long. I don't like it when they're kind of tight all the way out, because that means that it's going to be hard to start going in. Yeah, that's alright. Okay. Right, let's just get something to, maybe this will do it. Just lever that gently at that point there. Okay. Get this out of the way, maybe. Trying to not break the gasket. Okay, that's just getting caught on the pulley. Bring the pulley out a bit more. Bring it a bit more. There we go. I can't take the pulley right off because it's touching that thing there. That's as far as it goes, just about enough. Okay. There are some shiny marks on there, look, see there? And see there? But this pulley, this cover had these marks before. But I don't know, I just don't know. I don't know. I mean, oh, blimey. I wish I got a better cover. But you'd think a rub like that wouldn't generate a whirring noise, would you? You'd think it'd generate like a, you know, a different noise. Trying to ease the gasket out. I think it's caught under the water pump actually. Okay, got the gasket. Gasket's okay, I think. Okay, I can see a line there, so that's telling me it's 180 degrees out. So I'll turn this till that line goes down to the bottom. Let's see if I can use the camera to help me with that. So I'm looking for a line on the gear, aren't I? It's there, isn't it? Okay. Yeah. So the line and the 0 are at the same point now. Can you see the 0 on the gear tooth? And then the line on the gear. Okay. So let's see about pulling that gear off there then. I can't remember if I only bent one tab up or tried to do them both. One feels a bit like it's going on a bit easier than the others. I hope that I don't have to loosen the pan. Is that going to be famous last words, you know what I mean? Am I going to have to do that? There's the thing. Okay. There is some shininess there, but not excessive. It's also pleasantly oily. I just don't know, to be honest. Let's it might be that I've mixed up this gear with another gear, so it might be that the other gear that I've got over there was the one from this engine, so let's just try putting that on. But I haven't seen any real smoking gun type thing. It might be just that this gear and that gear down there aren't bedded together. So let's get the other one on. Okay, this is the gear that, well, I don't know, I stripped two engines down and there was this gear and the other gear. There's the mark at the bottom. So I've got to kind of go like a tooth out so it goes in on the helix. Right, where is it? There it is. Try it there. No, that's out. Okay. Let's try it one tooth that way. Yeah, I think that's on. Yeah, that's on, isn't it? The line and the 0 are in the same place. Okay, good. Just wanted to check. I just wondered if this bolt, I couldn't remember if it was top right or bottom right, but there's the bottom of the gear and that's top right there, so it aligns. Because I don't know if you're aware, but the bolts aren't equal. So, you know, this gear's aligned the same as that gear, so this should go top left, top left, not top right. Well, top left as I'm looking at it, top right as, you know, vehicle orientation. I honestly don't know if this gear is the right gear for this engine. Who knows, it might have been noisy. You know, that gear, the other gear might have been the right gear and it might have been noisy before. Just don't know. But for what it takes to do this job, I thought, well, I'll give it a go. And if it's noisy, I'll just leave it, because I don't think it's a sort of death rattle sort of noise. I would like to know what it is though. Just bending the tabs back a little bit. I need to slide the pulley forward as far as I can to so I can get the timing cover in. Okay, that's as far as it can go because of the thing there. Right. I'm just going to poke the camera down to look at that slinger to see if the slinger looks like it's been rubbing. Not particularly, it's not very highly polished, is it? Might just be rubbing on the gasket, to be honest. Okay, so if I can get the gasket and the cover back on in one piece, you know, we might be in business. Okay, good. That's in place. In place. Right ho. Good. I think it's in place. You can't get a socket onto the bottom too because the pulley's in the way. I think I might just slip it off because I can't get that bolt in the bottom there, and I don't want to. I want to make sure the gasket hasn't come out of place. There's a handy place where you can just pry there, where that vacuum junction is there. I've run these before where I put it in place and the gasket got caught up and doubled up. Yeah, the gas. Look at that. Okay. Look at that. Well, I'll be. Look. So it was worth pulling it off to have a look, wasn't it? That was a lucky escape. Twice that's happened to me now. Right, now I'm going to look down from the top. See, even that's just caught the corner. Okay, now that should be okay now. Now the bolt's gone in okay. That was lucky, wasn't it? Glad I hesitated. Just doing it very gently because I know that the bolts are pulling it into place. And I don't want to force anything. I can't find my nice quarter drive half-inch socket. This is a 13mm. Hater's gonna hate. Just making sure that the pointer is close to, but just off the edge of the pulley. Right, let's fit the distributor. Should I fit the distributor or should I? Yeah, I think I can fit the distributor. Okay, the gasket is in place on the cover. And just offer it in gently. Turn it, hold it square, turn it until it drops into place. There, like that. No resistance. Okay, that'll do. Let's have a sanity check. Yeah, there's the rotor arm, look. I don't know if you can see from where you are, but it's pointing over there. There's the distributor cap and there's number 1 on that side. Always worth, you know, what they call a sanity check, isn't it? Okay, good, that's on. This wire goes through there, keep it away from the belt. Goes on there and there. Okay, good, they're all in place. Fan belt's okay. Right, let's see if it'll run then. Let's see if it's still making a whirring noise. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, eh? I think it's better. Smoky. That sounds better to me. Yeah, definitely. Definitely better. That's much better. I'm amazed. That's much better, isn't it? Amazing. So I wonder if and when it comes to it, if that gear will run okay on the other engine. I'm assuming this gear was the gear from this engine and the other gear was the gear from the other engine. But that's much better, isn't it? Okay, it's running a fast idle now, but that's better. I wouldn't say there's zero noise, but certainly not that overwhelming noise. Can you hear that light sort of rattling from that area there? That's the PCV valve. And what I intend to do is to, instead of having it mounted vertically, I've got parts to mount it horizontally. Maybe it won't rattle if it's horizontal. Okay, looking and sounding good. That's a brilliant outcome, isn't it, for, you know, probably what's less than an hour's work. Wow, yeah. Wow, wow, wow. Thanks very much to the poster on the Ford barn who said that he did have a problem and it was noisy cam gear. You can hear a very gentle hint of that noise, but nothing like it was before. That's good, isn't it? Oops. Long shot, kicky bucket. Okay, let's go for a road test. I don't like leaving it idling because the engine hasn't got a lot of miles on it. Okay, I'll turn it off. Brilliant. Okay, let's leave it at that then. Okay, that was a great little, very, very worthwhile little effort there. I'm going to give it a run round and I'll bring you back when there's more to show. I'll give it a run round now. I'll set the camera up and just give it a run round the block. But I'm very pleased with that. Thanks very much for joining me in the garage for what I hope has been a successful little job there. Cheers then, bye. Let it warm up. This is a more powerful engine than the other one. It's a bigger CC. The smoke there, so what's that on the car? Oh, Maserati here, look. Let's see if he'll get in front and he'll see. Oh, he's going left. I don't know if you guys can see the Maserati there, look.
There is the word nat somewhere in that number plate.
Oh, I didn't see it. Well, the number plate.
You've heard from the truth then, no, it's on there.
Just had a realisation. I put it back together, but I haven't bent the tabs over on the tab washer, so I'll have to just go back in and pull the cover and do that. But that's, now I know how to do the job, it should be quite simple. Joe in front then.
That'll be Joe.
Past the church and
Yeah,
round
I think
along
that's,
there.
yeah. You never know, the lights might be on.
Let's see if we can make it in top gear. camera, it's at 190 degrees F and 20 pounds per square inch of oil pressure, 20 psi oil pressure, and no discernible whine. Now it's warmed up. Right, okay. I need to just go back in and bend over those tab washers on the cam bolts. Shame that. Never mind, you know what I mean, it's one of those things, isn't it? But a successful job nonetheless. I won't bother filming that. But thanks very much for joining me in the garage. I hope you enjoyed the little test drive there. I just edited highlights. But no, it's a lot better than it was. It's a very worthwhile job. If only I'd have done it properly, but hey. Oh, it's one of them, isn't it? Okay, right, I'll catch you on the next one then. Bye. Hey, guess what? I can bend the tabs over through the distributor hole. I've managed to bend a couple already, so I'll do it like that. Lovely. Right. Okay. Zoom you back in. Out rather. Okay. There you go. Take two. Hopefully that's okay now. That little, as I've said, that little high pitch rattle from that area there is the PCV valve. So I'm going to see if I can do something to stop that from rattling. Seems pretty happy though, doesn't it? I think that's okay. The other thing you have to be careful is that you haven't got any wires draping across that hot area of the exhaust down there. There. That's why this goes up above the petrol pipe. Oh, got to be careful there. Look, see the plug leads. Ooh. Get the plug leads away from there. I need to get them the other side of the hose. Okay. Right, so, but you know, a successful job. Thanks very much then. Bye.